What's up, y'all? Welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Ron, for whoever doesn't know, and I'm a 22-year-old nursing student living in New York City. So I did this video before, but I posted it on Facebook only, and everyone knows that I was starting a YouTube channel, but I've been so busy to actually just implement the idea and start it, so now I'm doing it. Today I'm gonna do this video for the second time, how I moved to New York City and how that experience has been this far. So the first time I came to New York, I was 19. I had just turned 19, and I was visiting, and I just absolutely fell in love with it. I fell in love with Times Square. I fell in love with the trains, everything. It was kind of overwhelming, but I'm like, this is where I should be. This is pretty. Love it. So I kept visiting frequently. I would visit maybe once, sometimes twice a month for a few years. I did that up until I was 22, and I graduated May of 2019 from college, a college in Pennsylvania where I'm from. And I'm like, I think I'm just gonna move. Why not? So that's what I did. I just saved up a lot of money. I was really good with how I managed my money. So if I'm giving detail, I stopped eating out as much. I sold my car. At that point, I lived walking distance to my job. So I would walk home, walk to work, a lot of overtime. And I saved up for, I saved up for 3 months. I only saved up for 3 months, took what I had, and I started looking at YouTube videos like how to move to New York City, what's it like moving to New York City, stuff like that. And I got a good idea and foundation of what it would be like to move and what it takes, most importantly. So I started applying to jobs in New York City. I started meeting people. I started meeting people to view rooms, because anyone that knows anything about New York City, it's rare to have your own place. You usually rent a room from someone or live with a family member, and even that can cost $1,000 or more. So I started looking at rooms, whatever, found a room that I liked in Washington Heights, which is a neighborhood in Manhattan, and I fell in love with the room. It was small, but that's expected. It was clean, everything was new, renovated. I was like, perfect. So I met with the guy, we talked things over, found a job, I paid him, and I moved August of 2019. And I started working and everything. It was pretty good. And then my roommate turned out to be just not a good roommate. Turned out he was on drugs. Okay, and I'm not talking about anything minor, oh, marijuana. No, he was on some stuff, and I'm just not. No. So that escalated pretty fast. He started really harassing me in a way and targeting me for some reason. So I'm like, okay, I gotta get out of here. And then I lost my job. So here I am, 22, no family. I mean, I have support over FaceTime and everything, but no family. And yeah, pretty much alone. So I had to find a new job, and I had to leave. So I ended up leaving his house. I found 2 more roommates. This place was in the Bronx, which I didn't want to move to the Bronx, but I did. Roommates are awesome, and whatever. And in the midst of all this, I'm also looking into nursing schools. Some of these schools I had been, some of these schools I had looked into prior to moving to New York. So I had an idea of what school I wanted to go to. In less than 6 months of living in New York, I got into a nursing program. So I started nursing school. And here we are in April 2nd of 2020, and I'm in nursing school. I'm renting a room, I have cool roommates, and this whole coronavirus thing is going on, and it's this sucks. So I've been stuck in the house, which has been kind of lonely. No, very lonely. But I try to stay busy with schoolwork, and I also am still working. But so that's some things about me. Living in New York, I will say you have to have very, very like thick skin. Like you cannot be soft. You can't be like, it's not gonna work for you. Especially if you're alone, you have to have thick skin, and if you don't, you need to develop the skin. But it's like the city that never sleeps, like until now. It's really fun. There's so much to do. There's so many places to eat. There's so much to see, so much to learn. It's good for people that are into dance, acting, singing, want to take like fighting lessons, I don't know, martial arts, boxing, anything like that. Modeling, like, hello, it's huge. It's like the perfect city to live in for people that are into those things. And even if you just want to go to school over here, like there's so many opportunities to look into schools over here. It's just a lot to do. The nightlife is amazing. It's fun. Everything closes at like 4 in the morning. It's incredible. So tips for moving here or any other city you want to move in. If you want to move to like a big state, a big city, out of the country, whatever. If there's any tips I can give you, is to be sure of where you want to go. Okay, that's number one, because you have to know where you want to go. How much is it to live in this place? Can I afford it? Do I have a college degree? Do I have a job in that field? What does this job pay in that place? Do I have a talent or something? Like, is there any way that I can make myself noticeable in this place to survive? You need to know all that stuff. That's a start. You also need to be realistic. You have to know, like, how long is it going to take you to save? Some people don't have to save. Some people have the money. Cool. I didn't have the money. Like, I didn't have it. I had to save it. So you definitely want to make sure you have the money. You definitely want to be sure of what you want and where you want to go with it. You just have to be sure of it, and you have to stick to it. I think the biggest piece of advice I can give is don't back out of it. After you decide you're sure of it, don't have the money, have the knowledge and everything, and be ready. Be like, no, I'm not gonna go. Like, I'm afraid. You didn't do all this for no reason. You must want to go, so go. Worst case scenario, you don't like it. It doesn't work out for you. It's too much for you being so far from your family. Then go home. But try, and don't try for a few days or a week. Give it some time, and if you feel like you're not happy, then go back. But at least you can look back and say, at that point in your life, you tried something that you wanted to try. Don't stay stagnant when you know you're someone that wants to excel. So that's the best advice I can give. I will do another video of me, an update of me living in New York City. It's been, hold on, I'm not good at like keeping count. It's been, wait, hold on. It's been like 7 months since I've been here now. So that went by fast. I'll probably do another update when I reach a year of living here. I can give you guys more stories. I can share more things like that. I'm going to be doing a lot more videos talking about nursing school, tips to get into nursing school, how I got in nursing school, how to study for nursing school, talking about my friends in nursing school, stuff like that. This video, I wanted to focus on New York City and moving here. So please like, share, and subscribe my video, and you will be seeing much more from me.